What's going on, guys? This is your boy Chili bringing you another Lego review. This time, as you can see, we are doing the Daily Bugle, and it is set number 76178 with 3,772 pieces. It is in the 18 plus category. It is a Lego Marvel set. It is a massive box, so I can't get it in the frame. But as you can see from the front, it looks awesome. Like, this is an incredible set. If you got the extra cash with the price increase to pick this up, definitely do it. I feel like if you watch my Sanctum video, I feel like the Sanctum is a little bit better in regards of the repetition with the building process. As you can see, this is a lot of windows in gray all the way up, with like a few little extras as you get higher up, but it's not as diverse in the building as the Sanctum is. That's the only reason I think the Sanctum's a little bit better. But either way, let's get into the box. So if you can see from the front, you've got a lot of minifigures in here, which I'll show you the top with all 30, and we will go through all 30, but I'm going to try to make that quick. But you can see Sandman popping out down there. You can see Aunt May. You can see Gwen Stacy kind of poking out from the front door there. You've got a bunch of little details that, you know, bring you into the Marvel world. Like, I'm going to have to turn this box sideways, guys. It is, well, actually, no, I'm not. What am I thinking? I'm going to just lift my camera like I usually do. So, as you can see, you got some TV screens there. You got Venom looking menacing on the fire escape. Mysterio, Ghost Spider or SpiderGwen, Firestorm up there. Look at all the minifigures that you get, and that's not even all of them. Like, you get a lot of minifigures. Now, again, this is the Daily Bugle, and it's assembled from the Spider-Man universe. So it's not just movies or TV shows, it's comic books, it's the shows, it's the movies, it's everything. Like, it's the Spider-Man universe. But getting back down to the bottom of the box, as you saw the top, like I showed you again, the top left there, you're going to get the little Daily Bugle insignia with the Daily Bugle and, you know, a symbol from the Spider-Man universe. You get the Daily Bugle pretty prominent in the foreground. Not really a lot of aura, but there is like a little bit of blue you can see kind of coming out from the side. And then you get your Lego logo, Marvel logo, and your blue like greebling with the set number and all that good stuff. The bottom of the box is just that blue greebling. You can see it's a pretty wide box, and it is a 2021 Lego set. This thing is heavy even when it's empty. So there's your side of the box. It's just pretty much, you know, just a black box. It's got La Daily Bugle, which I'm pretty sure in Spanish that's The Daily Bugle. And The Daily Bugle with, you know, some stuff that I can't read because I don't know those languages that well. Getting to the bottom, you're going to have where your components are made. I hit the camera when trying to do this. See where your components are made and more of that blue greebling. Set the camera down for a second and go to the other side. You're going to get a more in-depth view of the Daily Bugle. So as you can see there, more of the blue greebling, and then you've got, let me zoom in for you guys. You got some of the inner offices. And with some more of your minifigures, you got the spider buggy, I think is what it's called. Daily Bugle sign. You got Blade like up here in the background. It looks like he's turned backwards, but you know, whatever. But that's this side of the box. And it didn't zoom out to 0.5. It zeroed out to 0.7. I don't understand why. Now, before we get into the back, of course, we got to go to the massive top of the box here to show you the 30 plus minifigures. So you get the Punisher, Daredevil, Mysterio, Blade, Dr. Octopus, Venom, Carnage, Peter Parker, Aunt May, Gwen Stacy, Miles Morales, Ghost Spider or SpiderGwen, Firestar. I think I called her Firestarter earlier. Firestorm. I meant Firestar. SpiderHam, Black Cat, Betty Brant, J. Jonah Jameson, Ben Urich, Robbie Robertson, Ron Barney, Bernie the Cab Driver, Amber Grant, Green Goblin, Sandman, and of course, you're going to get Spider-Man, and that's the actual size of the Spider-Man figure. And it's got the Marvel logo there and the Lego logo there. That's pretty much all for the top. You do get one of those white boxes that separate the pieces in the inside. So a little bit of an unboxing experience, even though you can already see I've got this set built and ready to go for the video. And the back of the box, you are going to get like how each part comes apart, or how each piece comes apart. So you can see the roof lifts off, then the third or fourth story, whichever it is, comes off, and the front comes off as well. Third or second story, I think that's the third. Yeah, third story with the front that comes off as well, all the way down. The bottom floor does not come off. And then you get the dimensions, so it's 82 centimeters tall or 32 inches, and it's 25 centimeters tall or wide and 9.8 inches. The other side of the box just shows a little bit more detail, or close-up, I should say, of the inner offices. So you can see all that there. There's a hole in the side. I'll talk about that later. And then you get the build itself all the way to pretty much the top of the box where you cut the tape. Like, it's a huge build, guys. Like, it's a tall build, I should say. And then you just get the back section of it, Carnage and Punisher fighting. Like, a nice box nonetheless. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get into the instruction portion of this, and I will see you back there. All right, guys, and we are back. And got the instructions here. Also wanted to say that I forgot that I did not show the instructions for the Sanctum while I was doing that video. So I apologize. That video has already been edited and everything, and going back and pretty much deleting it off YouTube and trying to add just the instructions in. I figured I'd just slam them in with the Daily Bugle, and we'll get to these kind of first, just to kind of get them out of the way. So you do have 3 instructions for this, even though I don't have them in the right order. 3 instructions for the Sanctum. So you can do the Sanctum as a like cooperative build. Somebody does the first instruction booklet, second, third, however you would like to do it. The instructions themselves look pretty nice. You got Doctor Strange looking out the window there. And of course, this is number 1. And on the back, you're going to have like snowy mountains. Number 2, you're going to have, which is a lot thinner, by the way. I'll show you all the insides as well. Same thing on the front, but the back is going to have like this desert scene. And then same thing on the front with third, but you got the little cosmic scene, and there's the Watcher that I couldn't show you that good in the review of it, which I'm sorry about, but I just didn't want to like break it apart to try to show you. So, because it's kind of a pain to put back together. The inside, you get little information there on their packaging that I have yet to see. And then like a picture of the Sanctum. Then you go into some details about the Sanctum, where all is not as it seems. And I'll let y'all pause that and, you know, read it if y'all want to. I'm not going to go through a lot of this since this was an old video. If y'all like to see this, let me know, and I can do its own separate little video. And then, you know, some more details there. Prepare for the magic. And then you get into the build. And I believe this one's just kind of straightforward. There's nothing more as far as any like little snippets on the inside of the manuals. Might be something at the end. I can't remember. We'll check really quick. Nope. You don't even have an inventory piece count that I saw anyway. Like, I haven't looked at these instructions in like a couple weeks now. So, but yeah, there's your instructions for the Sanctum. Now, getting into the ones that the video is about today. The Daily Bugle. Nice picture of the bottom half of the Daily Bugle. It says, welcome to the Daily Bugle there. It's like a magazine type deal. The back side, nothing important. Feedback and win. The back here, you got the inventory piece count, which is, you know, like 4 pages long. And then finishing out, you build the spider buggy and put it on the side there. Going to the front, trying to make this one go a little bit quicker, guys, because this is probably going to be a long video. You got your not instructions, you got your information there. Let y'all pause and read whatever y'all want to read. Then some more on this side in different languages. You've got like a list of all the minifigures and like a little bit of detail about them. Like Venom is a dark, dangerous villain with alien origins. Carnage is a powerful alien enemy of Spider-Man and Venom. SpiderHam is aka Peter Porker, part pig, part spider, all hero. Like, I mean, it just goes through like a little detail of who each one is. And then you've got, you know, some more information of building the Bugle. You got, like, I guess the designer of the set. Yeah, whatever. You got some guy showing off the Daily Bugle. And it just keeps going. Like, there's a lot of information in this one. So I'm trying to move through it fast. Some Easter eggs, like you see there, you got Morbius. I'll talk more about that. And then stop the presses, Daily Bugle. It's time to follow the instructions and create the story of the year, which is getting into the actual build. And again, with this one, I don't think there was any other like snidbits that are throughout it that are really important. Sorry, I hit the camera to talk about. But let me get the build set up and we will get into the review of this set. Like I said, I'm trying to make this go fast because I forgot the Sanctum instructions. There's 30 minifigures that I got to like set up and, you know, show all of y'all. And then the whole building and the Sanctums was like, I think 37 minutes, I think is what I ended up getting it down to on the video time. I'm trying to keep this one around the same amount of time, and I know it's not going to be. So bear with me on the kind of speed talking and everything, and I will see y'all when I've got it set up. Alright guys, we are back. As you can see, I set up the minifigures first just because there's so many of them. A little bit different than how I usually do videos. You know, set in the back, minifigures in the front. Talk about the minifigures first. But being that the Daily Bugle is so large, as you can see, it is over there. I'll get to that in a second. I decided to do the minifigures like this so I could just kind of go through them and then cut, move the Daily Bugle in front, start talking about the Daily Bugle. Now, we're going to start off with the Punisher just because he didn't want to like stand up by himself for some reason. Let's zoom in. He looks all right. Like Frank Castle. You got the Punisher skull there with some ammo pouches, some blue around the skull. You got stubby beard going on, nice little hairpiece. He's got a little pistol and then like some sort of like, I don't know if you would consider that like a machine gun or what, but he's got that. It's got dual molded legs with the black and white boots. And then he's got a little bit of back printing. His second face is going to be him with a band-aid and a couple of scars and things of that nature. As you can see over here, none, scars, and band-aid. So, cool little minifig, but not really, I mean, he's alright. Like, and I believe I know actually that he is exclusive to this set. And I know that this one, so we'll get him out of the way too, is exclusive to this set. Now you got Blade. Nice looking minifigure. I like his front piece being that reflective like armor type silver with like some like daggers or whatnot there to take out some vampires. He's got his katanas, which you can sheath on his back. Not really a lot of back design, so I'm not going to take it off and show it. No second face. He's got his red glasses and a nice little like vampiric tooth there, if you could see that. Because you know he is a vampire himself, the Daywalker. But I believe he's also exclusive to this set. And I think the other one is Daredevil. But honestly, guys, I can't remember now. Like, it's really bugging me. I think the other one is Daredevil, but I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me on that. But there's Daredevil. He's got like the Black Panther, like cat little ear piece on top red mask, red everything. He's got his little, what are they called? I can't think of what they're called. His little sticks. I think they're called like Tano sticks or something. A little bit of back print, not much. No second face, obviously. I mean, these minifigures, I told y'all when I did the Sanctum review, they aren't really that impressive for, you get a lot, yes, for a lot of money as well. But, or actually really not a lot of money if you look at like UCS, like Star Destroyer, that's $700. I think it only comes with 2 minifigures. For $350, you get the Republic Gunship, which is, actually, that might be $400 now after the price increase. Whatever it is now. You only get 2 minifigures, or 3, or something like that. So, really good price for 30 minifigs. But they're just not that great of minifigs. Like, half of them don't have bottom, like, torso, or not torso, leg printing or anything like that. But anyway, let's move into Jonah Jameson here. And instead of coming with his cigar, he comes with an ink pen. Been better if he came with the cigar, but you know, Lego. But I mean, just not very much to him. Little bit of torso print, little bit of back print. He does have a second face, which is kind of cool, of the spider web covering his mouth. I can't put his hairpiece back on, but he got a nice hairpiece as well. I will say that I like his slicked back gray hair. That's really nice. But other than that, there's not a lot to him. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't really talk that much about the minifigures because there's not that much to them. And then you're going to get Black Cat. I believe is her name because now I'm spacing on it. Yep. Black Cat. She is a thief. She's like the Catwoman of Marvel, honestly. And she comes with a little jewel there, like diamond. You got a decent amount of print on her front and a whip. Nice hairpiece. I like the white hair that she's got with her, you know, her black cat mask on. And a little bit of back print. Dual molded legs as well. Same legs pretty much as the Punisher, if you really think about it. And her second face is a more mean face, but still not a lot to talk about. And then you go to the Green Goblin, which he is one of the better looking figures in this. Got a nice headpiece there. I love the headpiece with the ears attached to the headpiece. 2 faces, obviously. He's got like a mean face, and then he's got his typical Green Goblin like laughing face. Nice nice torso print, nice little bit of waist print. Then he's got like a little waist cape design that comes down into his leg print, and he's got toe print. The only thing they didn't print on him is arms, but that's all right because he's, you know, not supposed to have them. But this headpiece is actually really, really nice. I like this headpiece they made for him, which I believe is on other Green Goblins as well, not just this one. But, you know, he does have a satchel here that he would carry his bombs and all around in, and some purple gloves. But, yeah, I mean, he's one of the better minifigures out of this set. Now getting into this guy, which I'll be honest, these lesser known characters, I don't remember their names. So I am having to check the box here. This is going to be Ben Urich. And there's Ben. He's got like a, what do they call that design? Flannel? Plaid? Whatever they call that design. The little stitching where it's like squares. Got some gold glasses, little beard, smiley face. Same thing on the back. And then he's got a like sad face there. Not much to him at all. Like, I don't even remember him as a character. I mean, I know he was, but I just don't really remember what he was like really, you know, in there for. Now he's got like the flannel kind of like shirt on. And again, I don't remember his name, so apologize for this. Ron Barney. Has like a flannel shirt, nice little beard with some graying in it there, and there, like a grief cargo type of deal. Then he's got, yeah, his hairpiece doesn't cover up the back face that much. You got like a mean face there compared to, you know, kind of just a little smirk. But yeah, not much to these minifigures, guys. That's why I said I'm kind of going to be able to move through them kind of quickly. And then you got Robbie Robertson. And he's got like another little like rich person sweater on there. No offense if you're rich. Some like sand green legs for some reason. They look weird with the rest of him, but whatever. Got a grin in his mustache and eyebrows. Nice hairpiece there. And nothing on the back. Like nothing on the back. But he does have like a little frowny face there compared to his smiley face there. We'll get into Mysterio. Mysterio does come with a soft cape, which is nice. Got a little bit of print on his front torso with some gold, you know, reflective stuff there, as you can see. Nothing as far as leg printing, arm printing, a little bit of back printing, showing the like hood there as well for some reason. I really do like the helmet though, like that, like kind of like glittery blue look. It looks really nice. I really like that. And he's just got a standard gray head. Didn't give Mysterio a face. No Jake Gyllenhaal face for those fans. And then you go into Peter Parker, who's got just like a Leatherman jacket on and blue legs with a satchel. Not really much on the back. And he's got a smiley face there with a like gasping face there, I guess you could call it. And I believe he's got like a Harry Potter style hairpiece. Like that's what it reminds me of when I was just taking it off. It's like a Harry Potter style. You know, the cutout for his scar and all that. But not a lot to him either. Then you've got SpiderGwen or not Black Widow, Ghost Spider. She's got a little bit of front detail there. She does have this long little blast piece. And yeah, not much to her. A little bit of design on the back. And she does have one of the newer hood pieces that's not like connected at the bottom. And no second face, obviously. Like, I don't think any of the Spider-Mans have a second face. Let's get into SpiderHam. Of course, he's a pig. Comes in like one or two other sets. Got a little Spider-Man logo there. Or like face there. Yeah, but I mean, still just not like a lot of detail. I mean, his headpiece is cool that it's like molded that way. There's no, you know, other face there. And I guess if you wanted to make a younger Spider-Man, you could always take off Spider-Man's head and put it on the short legs. But, you know, not really impressive. I'm not impressed at all. I mean, his back spider is like a pig with a, you know, curly tail and all that. Getting into Miles Morales, one of my favorite characters from the Spider-Man universe. He does have his blast like pieces as well, you know, there you go, of a spider web. He's got his classic jacket on. You can see the black and red of his suit underneath. He's got dual molded legs, being a like gray color and a black. He's got his Spider-Man logo on the back there. He's got one of the new hoods as well that kind of doesn't connect at the bottom. Nice little headpiece there with some design on the back. But again, still nothing to like write home about. Again, I like using that expression a lot. But I mean, he's alright, but he's one of my favorite characters from the Spider-Man universe. I really love the Into the Spider-Verse movie and can't wait for the next one. Spider-Man himself. Got some arm printing, dual molded legs, chest printing, head print, a little bit of back print. Nothing special. It's Spider-Man with arm printing. I want to say I got an older Spider-Man here. So from the Spider-Mech versus Venom set. And it's like you can tell the differences. But there's just no arm print. But there's same dual molded legs. A little bit better printing on the head. A little bit better printing on the chest. Arm print. And probably better printing on the back, if I had to say so. This one looks a little faded. But I bought it used, so that might be why. Don't know what that set looks like, you know, brand new. Didn't buy it brand new. Bought it used. But that's Spider-Man. Not, you know, particularly, like, fascinating characters. Aunt May comes with cookies. It's Aunt May. Her hairpiece doesn't cover up her back face, which is a screaming face. Also have another Aunt May. And I'm going to pick her up to show you all the comparison between this set and an older set. This is Aunt May from the Spider-Man versus Venom mech as well. I mean, not the greatest of characters. I mean, she does have like a little bit of sticky stuff on her back because they had put a sticker on how much she was. But they're not very much different characters. She's got the same little like let me put it in the camera. She's got the same face on the back. Like, they didn't change anything up for Aunt May other than the sweaters. And honestly, I like the little, like, Christmas design type sweater better than I like the Hermione sweater. So, yeah. But there you go. There's a little bit of an Aunt May comparison as well. Getting into Venom. I do not have the Venom from the Spider-Mech versus Venom. But there's your Venom. This might be the Venom from that because he has a red mouth. I can't remember if this is the right one or not. But there you go. There's Venom. Not much to him. He's got some tentacles and stuff that come out the back and the sides. Looks alright. But it's not, no leg print. No leg print. No leg print. And then showing off Carnage, I can kind of compare them to. This is Carnage. Look at Carnage. Look at Carnage compared to Venom. Like, where is all the print for Venom? Where is all the print on the legs? I keep dropping him. Where is all the print on the legs for Venom? No arm printing. Like, Carnage has back print too. You can see on the back of his head. Where's Venom's? Like, come on, Lego. But anyway, getting into Carnage. He has nice front print all the way down to his toes. Nice head print. He's got tentacles as well. Or tendrils, whatever you want to call them. And some back print on his head. I'm not going to take the tentacles off. This video is already going to be like 40 minutes long by now. Getting into the Paper Girl, Amber Grant. Pretty plain character. Has a headpiece that's connected to her hair with a second face. She's got a satchel on her back instead of giving you a physical satchel. And she's got like a smiley face there and like a angry face there. But again, nothing too impressive about her. Then you get into the cab driver that also apparently has a name. Bernie, the cab driver. He's got a nice little hat. I like the little, like, what are they called again? Not fedora. Like golf hat. I can't remember what it's called. But not too much impressed with him either. Like, there's not a lot of characters in here I'm not impressed with. Then you go to Betty Brant. Again, nice hairpiece, but other than that, there's like really nothing that sets her apart from any other character. She's got like a frowny face there and a smiley face there. Purple little dress on, white legs. Nothing impressive. Then you go to Gwen Stacy, who has like an 80s like throwback look to her with like a green like whatever they're called jacket, like snow jacket, with some like little like 80s design t-shirt. Not sure if there's any significance behind it because I don't know everything there is to know about Spider-Man. But there's her back print. There's her angry face with a blonde hairpiece that's pretty, you know, normal looking. Like, nothing impressive about these characters. Doc Ock. He has his little mechanical arms. He's got some front print. He's got a like smiling face with his goggles on the front and an angry face with his goggles on the back. Kind of seem to see the theme here. Like, there's not a lot to these characters. Like, they can move, they can do certain things, they can hook on to stuff. That's probably the coolest thing about this character. Now, getting into the two, like, you can't even really see her, right? Because she's up on these little blast things. But it is, what is this girl? Firestar. Man, I can never remember her name. She's got little, like, blast things. She's all yellow. She's got nice red hairpiece that I'm pretty sure was probably like a Poison Ivy one at some point. She's got, like, a smiling face on the front side and a, like, mad face on the other side with, you know, a little bit of back print there. Not a whole lot. It's, like I said, these characters, like, all her stuff is trying to fall off now. I don't understand why. And then she gets her, like, little, like, blast lift-off piece here, and one of her little things just fell out of her hand again. It's irritating the crap out of me. And then you got Sandman. Probably the coolest character just because he's different. He's got, like, a little pad. And I'll show you how this can attach to the Daily Bugle and look cool as crap. He's got like where he's turning into sand on one side, going into his green sweater. He's got an angry face on the front and a no face on the back. I thought he had a second face. So that was my mistake. Another like Spider-Man style. I'm pretty sure that is the same hairpiece, if I can find him rather quickly. Just a different color as Peter Parker. So they didn't even give you a special hairpiece for him, which, whatever, Lego. But nice little build here to make it look like it's popping out of the ground, and I will show you how that is done later. But that is all your minifigs. Now, before I cut this off, I am going to show you the taxi. Yellow taxi, standard New York style taxi cab. Has like a little like blunderbuss type thing down there as an exhaust. It rolls. Let me zoom out a little bit. It does roll. It has the taxi sign there with some lights. Has a license plate, AFA 0015. Not sure if there's any significance to that. It does open up and allow you to put the taxi driver in there with somebody in the back here. I'll push that off. But yeah, standard little taxi cab. And that is all for the minifigs, guys. Like almost 20 minutes just in the minifigs. So let me get the build set up and I will be right back. Alright guys, so as you can see, got the first floor of the Daily Bugle here. I'm going to show you all them in sections and then show you the completed result once we've gone through each section. Found that easier to do when I was doing the Sanctum, with my first modular build being the Sanctum. Or well, this was actually first and then the Sanctum, but I just did the video, blah blah blah, whatever, doesn't matter. But moving on, you can see here, you've got the Daily Bugle first floor. You got some checkerboard pattern there, fire hydrant, some place to put minifigs, like a little street type view, some potted plants. You've got the newsstand, comics, magazines, postcards. You've got a New York postcard, I Block New York postcard, and a one that has the Statue of Liberty in there with a business magazine with Kingpin or Fisk photo on. No crime thanks to the Spider Menace, like newspaper rack here, some like lights and stuff, you know, all that good jazz. On the back, this is what I just knocked it off. I was gonna, I had already like recorded some of this, and got some dog hair on here. My dogs aren't even allowed up here. How did dog hair get on everything, guys? But this is what fell off. I think it's supposed to be a trash can, but I don't remember. You got like an AC vent on the back. This does kind of pop off to where you can get a minifigure in and out. It's just attached by like little like hinge pieces there. You've got the like some cardboard boxes. You do have some trash cans that I'm gonna open up because it has some soda cans in one of them, and the other one has like a nasty looking hot dog and like some like other moldy looking plants in it. Like that hot dog actually looks gross even in, you know, Lego form. Getting back to this, you're gonna have like a bird sitting up here on the AC vent. I think they do that a couple of times in this set. I think there's another one that actually has like a nest. Then you're gonna have a back door here. It says exit do not block. That says Eddie was here, and it has a green goblin little sticker there with a light on top. This is a pretty cool little feature. You got Peter Parker's backpack that he would always, you know, web up somewhere underneath a spider web. Just a little hole there for you to put that in. But I think that's a cool little like nod to like everything Spider-Man. On the other side here is where you could attach it. It also has a hole in the wall. Got a New York sewer plate, a rat. It's where you attach it to like the Sanctum or whatever else you want to attach it to. This wall does pop out so that you can have like, you know, a bad guy breaking through the wall or, you know, however. Getting to the inside, you've got a bunch of different little things in the inside of this. Well, first and foremost, a lot of glass, a lot of gray, little train track type pieces that are actually kind of cool looking on the side of a building, but nothing, you know, to really talk about. Daily Bugle stickers there on the inside. You do have your this just in vampire spotted on subway, which is a nod to Morbius. You've got No crime, no thanks to Spider Menace. Down there, you got some seats, radio, handcuffs, like an award type deal in the back there. Like the front desk, you do have this little piece here that does open up and close, like it's like a little deal for them to go through after they've passed through security. This does move wherever you want it to out of the way. You got an elevator there, not working elevator, but an elevator. And they can do working elevators because they did one for the Haunted Mansion. See if I can zoom in. You got some newspapers, Spider-Man Threat or Menace, Lego Man Walks on the Moon, and new building for New York City's #1 newspaper, which is the Daily Bugle. Now, getting to the soda machine, that I believe that can pop right out, and then of course I drop it. I do hate the floor on this. That green colored floor looks ugly. You do have like a little soda machine you built, which I actually think looks really like cool the way they did it. And then you've got Web Juice. Apparently Spider-Man soda. Never had heard of it before, but you know, pretty cool little detail to add into there. And I don't know if I mentioned this rat on the outside, but it's a New York City rat. I guess everybody thinks New York City is a dirty place. Never been myself, so not going to comment on whether it is or not because I have no idea. Now you do have this back door here. You know, green little exit lights. It does open and close from the inside and outside. It's just easier to put my hand on the outside and grab the stud. And yeah, that's pretty much all of the first floor, guys. Like, you know, simple little design. A couple of pieces are easy to break off. I know that there was like a mistake with like these things being able to hook up to the sanctum or something, but it's whatever. Like, they tried, I guess. Like, I don't even have mine hooked up. I have one sitting in one place and one sitting in another. But anyway, there's the bottom floor. I'm going to see you back here for the second floor. Second floor makes things a little bit easier on us to see the inside. This comes right off. So as you can see, you've got Vote for Osborn for Mayor, a sticker. You've got, you know, Pandemic Clone Epidemic Out of Control is Spider-Man to blame with Dr. Kurt Connors or the Lizard, Professor Miles Warren and the Scarlet Spider, and breaking villains' promise to stop being bad guys. Can they be trusted? For some reason, it wouldn't focus up here. Focus. Anyway, but yeah, simple little build here. It's just the front wall there, like gray and glass. Like, that's about it. Set that out of the way. Now this floor, a little bit more to it. You've got like a fire escape that can extend down. It's got more gray and glass, more gray and glass, more gray and glass. You're going to see there is a separate like floor there. But getting into here, that's where that chair went that I didn't put back, was back there in the back. You've got a bunch of little like newspaper clippings, got like a little donut coffee things, Times Scare with, I can't remember who that is on there, with the Green Goblin. I'm watching through the camera, so I couldn't like see it, is why I said I couldn't remember. Spider-Man No More with like a trash can, and Doc Ock Still at Large. Who is Spider-Man? Rhino Escapes from Zoo. City Power Blackout, We Need Electro. And I believe there's one on this side. Spider-Man Finally Unmasked. And then you got like little things on the computer, make them look like actual computers. Things on the TV. Looks like, you know, Lego food. And a Lego man. They're the same thing on the other side. Coffee cups. A little water cooler build back there. Looks kind of dope. And then you've got more newspapers up top. Why won't my camera focus on this thing? Look at this. Focus, camera. Focus. Nielsen Murdoch win big lawsuit, which is, of course, Matt Murdock from Daredevil. So, little nods to other Marvel characters, not just Spider-Man. But that's pretty much it of this side. You can kind of see how everything is put together. Not very, you know, unique to the first floor other than the inside. So that's why I'm kind of moving through it. But yeah, I'm going to be right back with the third floor and I will see you then. All right, guys, and we are back. Now, probably the most interesting floor of the build is the 3rd floor. So popping off this glass here, so I can, if I can pop it off without, you know, destroying everything. You have the Green Goblin's glider smashing through the glass, which I think is absolutely cool how they did that. It's connected by a bunch of like ball joints, and it looks amazing. You can turn this different directions and whatnot. It's also on a little ball joint. I'll show you the back. You got some blast damage type deals coming out. Got like a little bit of a fire. It's not on a ball joint, I'm sorry. It's on a hinge, but it's in one of those ones where you can kind of like spin it in there. But yeah, probably the coolest part about the whole build, honestly, just because it looks dope when you've got it all set up with minifigures on it, which I'll show you all in a bit. Now you're getting into Peter Parker's office. So as you can see, you got like a little telephone there, a snot tile in gray. It's supposed to look like a closed laptop, I believe. Didn't have that pushed down good. Picture of like an old OG Spider-Man, like a post-it board there, like small little office for him. Over here, you've got a spider, presumably the one that bit Peter Parker. You've got his camera. You've got a pizza box. You've got some magazines down there. And if I'm not mistaken, that's... Come on. Focus. Focus. I didn't want to just pop it out, but it's got a little UFO on it. It's talking about abductions and whatnot. And you got a little copier right here that actually like lifts up and has like a little Lego glass in it. Like, it's pretty cool. And you got a spider web that kind of goes up and touches the ceiling when you got the ceiling in there. And then you've got a file cabinet, some boxes kind of blocking his office in that just popped out. Nothing in either one of those, the file cabinet or the boxes. You do have a back door here, which opens up, and that would open up to that balcony you saw on the last level. More fire escape, places to put minifigs. You can kind of see how it's put together there and there, just kind of a square of blocks. Got a little light there. And yeah, that's about it for the 3rd floor. So I'm going to come back with the 4th floor, which is the final floor, and then I'll show you it all put together. See you then. All right, guys, we are back for the 4th and final floor, and I'm going to do the roof at the same time since it's kind of small. But we'll move that out of the way for just a second so that I can do this floor. You've got these little like deals here. They're supposed to be like flag poles. Look pretty cool. They are like movable, but I keep them at a kind of like 45-degree angle type deal. And you will see why in a second when I come back with the whole thing built up. But built the same way as, you know, everything else was. Gray and glass. That's why I said I'm trying to move through this. You do have the spider buggy on the outside of this, which can pop off. It's on like this little rotating like piece here. Can pop off, does fit a minifigure. You can drive it around, play with it if you want, or you can have it like it's, you know, crawling up the side of the building if I can get it back on here. And of course, it does spin around and do some other things, you know. You can have it at an angle, you can have it straight up or whatnot. The outside is pretty much exactly the same. You've got some more fire escapes. Actually, this side's different because you do have just the effects with Jonah Jameson, little billboard there that's peeling and like cut up and everything. I thought it was tagged too. Maybe it wasn't. But then you've got that bird nest up there that I was telling you about on the AC vents. You know, nothing too special on the outside. The inside, this is going to be Jonah Jameson's office. So again, you have the clone epidemic sign that you had on the front of the 2nd floor. You've got some computers there with a missed call from Eddie Brock. And you've got like a cool little gem piece back there. Some awards, a coffee cup, keyboard, reward for photos of Spider-Man. And on his computer, if I can get it in there, you're going to see the Peter Parker at Web, You're Fired thing. So that's a pretty cool nod. He does have a glass door here that does kind of open a little bit. Stop by the desk. And, you know, blue-red floor, place for a minifigure to stand there. None on that side. The TV does kind of move a little bit. It's on a little hinge there, as you can see there. And that's pretty much it of the 4th floor, guys. Like I said, this is it's a nice build, but it's so repetitive that there's not a lot to really talk about with it. Now, coming to the roof section, which does have Spider-Man's accessory I didn't show you before, which is like his little, you know, his web. Like, I can't remember what it's called now. His web line that, you know, allows him to travel the city. You are going to have the little stand up here for a minifig, which is where Firestar, I believe is her name, goes. You do have the Daily Bugle built out in bricks. Looks really nice. You got this little like trumpet piece here for the Daily Bugle. You've got a water tower that has Miles Morales sticker on it, as well as a Green Goblin sticker. You've got this printed vent piece, like one of the only printed pieces in the set. And then you've got like this little like radar dish type deal up at the top. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to put the whole thing together with the minifigs to show you what it could look like if you got it and set it up for yourself. And I'll be right back for the closing of this video. All right, guys, we are back for the closing of this video. Finally, I know it was a long one. If you watched the whole thing, I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. Like, it's been a pleasure for me. I think by the recording of this video, I'm up to like 77 subscribers, I think. So 20 something away from 100, guys. Like, I'm almost to my first like real goal, and I have something special kind of planned for my first milestone, I guess. So yeah, but let's get into showing you the full view of the Daily Bugle. I'm gonna kind of move my camera a little bit and hold it. So at the bottom floor, you have Miles Morales and Daredevil fighting Sandman, who is attacking Gwen Stacy, who, while Aunt May is delivering cookies for some reason or another. And you got SpiderHam at the top of the newsstand, ready to join in on the fight. On the side here, while Gwen Stacy falls over, because she's Gwen Stacy, I guess. On the side here, you have Blade fighting Carnage. The back side, you got Punisher fighting Venom, and nothing really on this side. Moving up to the next part is where you're going to see that Green Goblin breaking. Look how like cool that actually looks, though, guys. Like, that looks wonderful, the way they managed to do that. But anyway, you got Green Goblin on his glider breaking through the glass. Peter Parker in his office. Down here, you have the three randoms in their office. By the way, Bernie is in his taxi. Then on the side here, you've got Mysterio and SpiderGwen. He's kind of running away from her as she's fighting him. And then at the top here, you've got Black Cat with Doc Ock and Spider-Man. That's the little deal with the flagpole. And on the inside, you got Jonah Jameson, you know, sitting at his computer, and his receptionist, which I can't remember her name right this second. I'm trying to make this video go into the end mode. And then you've got Firestar, I believe is this girl's name. I am going to look at her name because I always forget it. I want to call her Firestorm, but that is from DC. Yeah, Firestar. Up here at the top, blasting off of the roof. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That is the finished deal. I am going to get out of here because I'm sure if you are still watching by now that you are sick of hearing me talk about this set. I did forget to show you that this door down here kind of slides open and closed, but I can't get it right now. But anyway, it slides open and closed like an auto door, but you got to do it yourself. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you like this video, consider subscribing, smash the like button, put the bell notification on so you can get, you know, notified when I post a video. Leave a comment telling me that it was trash and it was way too long, because I'm sure it's about an hour video. And I will catch you all on the next one.